watching to the Cannabis program across the country and through Facebook page SLBC Radio 99.9 FM. We send what to this say where you see you go put Finch and the water side, but water go don't pass. Inside the program this Wednesday morning, the Anti-Corruption Commissioner, Rena France Benke Fala, don't meet with traditional leaders in the southern region in the corruption fight. We will look at the new Leon Stars coach and the challenges them ahead. People where the men, cow, sheep, and goats and Bakeloko chief them inside the local district, there is serious concern on waiting and say the Salon Army just go build farm where they say this on the Hamburg then you work day. Then story and more than at the program this morning and plus two talk Brapoli and sports on the program. As always, you can get to say by way you send your comments on the Facebook page SLBC Radio 99.9 FM. You can left comments there and we'll read them for you. The first program this morning, we go inside Koinaduga and look inside Egyptian ambassador to Salon, Wina Rasha Suleiman, Mohildil, Dongo Wakana, Kabbalah, and Koinadugu district. Therefore, go meet with farm and chiefs them for see how they will get to award for push both cultures them, Wina Salon and Egypt. They come to Wina Signabla Jibrila Bendide and talk to Dr. Shepherd Siste, where na make the suburb of this ambassador go there and also being there for talk to some of the traditional leaders, then including the Egyptian ambassador to Salon.
For being chairman of this occasion because they know say I get a lot of experience in the business of development, and when they invite a dignitary like Her Excellency the Ambassador of Egypt for come visit Kabbalah, where actually the Honorable Paramount Chief Ali Balasama Mara III lead this process, they know say Mina Posu will guide them both in terms of presenting Konadugu in a positive light in terms of development, also presenting Konadugu and Falaba in light of which we still need in terms of development. And since myself know the country Egypt, where I don't visit, the last visit was with the late President Ahmed Chijan Kaba. I know what they're capable of doing. I know what they don't do in this country. So I will interface between the needs of Falaba and Konadugu district and the possibilities where exist in Egypt for help with. I think now the main reason that we the paramount chiefs then decide to make a chair this meeting, and I think it was a good meeting.
They get the governor of paramount chief as senior leaders for come and get the message, the concern to Her Excellency. What actually you pick up from the presentation and what are some of the key issues and what you face one for?
Well, I'm very happy you actually raised this point because I've been pay particular attention to all the statements them where people they make, the paramount chief them, the women them, the chairman of the district council, the youth them, and the section chief them, and the traders union, even the interreligious council. Everybody will focus on a few things, and I managed for translate this and emphasize on them to the ambassador. One of the things that we focus on agriculture, because they say Konadugu and Falaba can easily become the breadbasket of Sierra Leone, but not with the kind of agriculture we don't they do, which is the market and the hoe. They want mechanized agriculture, they want machinery, they want fertilizers, and I think this message goes right through both for mainland farmers, swamp farmers, vegetable farmers. After that, they talk about roads. Because of the geography of a country of Konadugu and Falaba, the terrain is very difficult for make you construct road. Always get problems with roads. So everybody talk about the need for good roads in Konadugu. After that, the women in particular talk about scholarships for their children, especially the girl child. They pay particular tribute to His Excellency William President, retired Brigadier Dr. Theo, for the free quality quality education where they don't give it?
Usually, I was not with the idea of just staying in the capital doing usual diplomatic engagements. So I wanted to learn more from traditional wisdom. To begin this, I wanted to start with the chairman of Paramount Chiefs members of the Parliament of Sierra Leone, because I thought this is the best beginning. So when I met him, Honorable Ali Balansama Marathirk, he was very welcoming. And then we agreed about this visit to Koinadugu. Of course, I appreciate so much that also respected paramount chiefs of Falaba districts also. Falaba district came despite all the rain and the road challenges just to receive and welcome me. So that is also very respected. I appreciate so much. And that is the reason why I started here, because of Honorable Ali Balansama Mara III, because he's the chairman of the Paramount Chiefs members of the Parliament of Sierra Leone.
Upon your arrival from the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th, you are now departing back to the city. Your audience may like to know your observation.
Yeah, well,
It's on all the engagements that you need.
Yes. Well, I can begin first with the welcome. This welcome, the people of Koinadugu turned this into a great celebration. So the traditional dances, the drumming, the children's welcome, it was extraordinary. I will carry that memory back to Egypt, of course. The highlight of the visit was the meeting with the paramount chiefs, the respected paramount chiefs of Koinadugu and Falaba districts. So we talked, we discussed. I learned, of course, this visit is not just diplomatic. It was about listening, about respect, and about learning from traditional wisdom. When I came here, I learned Koinadugu has shown me that traditional governance protects unity and peace. Egypt respects that system, and we want to partner with it. I learned a lot about what is facing the people. I know that they have some challenges in education, in health, in agriculture and water. Egypt has great experience in these fields, and we will.
And also was mentioned road.
And the road, yeah. Egypt has very good experience in these fields, all of them. And we would like to just take this information and try to explore ways to support.
All right, so your take-home message?
Well, my take-home message is that traditional leadership is very important. I respect that. We will work always respecting your culture and your traditions. As I mentioned, Nadugu has shown me that traditional governance protects peace and unity, and that development has to start with the traditional leaders and with the people. So listening is the first step, and we're here to listen.
That's an Egyptian ambassador to Salon in Russia, Suleiman Muhadil. We go work on a Koinadugu in Falaba district for going to Department Chiefs them. And the people and for see how the party business go all water fine for and see how in country go able to help that party in the country before the ambassador Yeri, Dr. Sheku say way by politician who also been get for lead the ambassador to the Wakadi. We take one of the headlines to read there with the gonna inside Makara community inside Begdera Morris section inside Bakeloko children inside Podloko district. Also people with the men, cow, sheep and goats, then always serious concern. They say they're not glad after way they say they noticed they see the Salon Armed Forces agricultural farm now the community. According to them people here, they say they only complain to the AIG in the Northwest and that them farm them there away, then so Germany away, then go put the in don dey ambog how dem say the men dem sheep dem cow and dem goat dem and this don the ten sion don rise and dem no wan make confusion go happen outside property go loss. The company wey na Abubakar Kano bin go talk to one Mohammed Salu Savannah and Pa Alhaji Sal wey na dey raise this concern but this kind of a farm wey dem say don dey ambog how dem dey men cow goat and sheep dem na Agbakeloko children inside Loko district.
grandpa and papa they be in this community. We not get issued, no farmer because of the yard cow. All man not see that cow in the day. That cow in the grease. Nobody know what make farm na ya. So they can make farm. Maybe already. By right, we make farm to them for involve we the stakeholders and the stakeholders we give them the chance to make farm. So we know what people do. They make this farm. They go around and they go put water them to the water them. They say any cow we go to that farm, they fire the cow and they fire the one they follow the cow. So this is a big threat. You don't make now. If you the one that the bobo that go they follow the cow and not make big threat, the bobo not going to follow the cow again. Because if the bobo that in a bush, one a village, they afraid soldier first. I'm not going to say now they see soldier get called. There is no about say wait for secure life and property. Wait for defend the country. They're threatening for fire cow and for fire civilians. So this is a big threat.
So the picking away the make cow and that of the community and serve the land, outside the cow and the feed. How the distance they or na the same area the military them go make them farm?
Now the same area and cow the grease 7 kilometers to 6 kilometers. That's how they eat. They go eat for day. Now outside they make them already then this farm here now half kilometer. In every 1 kilometer, half. Even they go to them, they go to that farm. They go to themselves, they go to another cow. So this is very scary and dangerous and would ask the authorities for involved on this matter. Where they not happy it. Where even yesterday, they come back and take a bed and they go photo them, they show photo and say inside them in there and the cow they would the key. That they photo the wire. So now big threats with the gun them, they get armed, they get gun, they get everything.
Mr. Sawane, before ever the establishment of this farm, they no engage una, they engage una and try to know if how many were them holding at this area where cow them in the field.
One day get no engagement, nobody, the section chief not tell we, nobody not tell we say that they can make farm now. This is a surprise for we. We just see machine them 2 weeks back or 3 weeks back, machine they around inside the body of the cloud.
So what's the message you get to the authorities as now this situation una say you don't go out of hands?
Well, we send to the authority, we don't go to make a report to the AIG, so we send to the authority to the highest ranks of the military. We not say military for security, life and property in the country. Anything happen now, if in the around you, I told them for go report. But if we then now wait to them for security, then they threaten we all life them, we property them. It's very scary.
Also, I don't see one panaya where what's your name, sir?
Alhaji Muhammad Shah.
Sir, how you know about this issue where they say soldier man and farm and that of Unawarede now they face a lot of problem?
Yes, soldier man and go farm in Amangara area, not only area na yao. Samide na Makempita, but they not reach there. But the threat you know them put say, if you then see cow na their own farm, then they kill them and they kill the one with the colour. This don't make now, the chief man, the mega say the chief man, the bad man, then at the top, and don't take action for themselves, now their hand, then not take by law. Last week, then go kill one big cow. Because of whether they talk so the Baba then create Bapala the cow then abuse. And say because it's a demand, they say then they kill them, then know they go abuse the cow then scatter. But now near me off then they one man go chap me that chap we cut all the food. Now one he left. And so we do. So then send call me now and tell me. Now I say okay, not bad. Me sir, now I make a kind report to chairman. Chairman say we for come to AIG. So now make you come because you know be ready for the photo. You know what? So the man I then the secure life, then the secure property. If you then go and put Bora, then threaten, they say then they kill somebody, then killing property. It will find that I know good. I decide to life.
So politicians, how much years you don't get again community there where now are the people?
In I born here 1939. 1939, that's now 87 years this year. I born. Even this police station, I there, now my brother, I'm in the SI back. We born of King Tom, I'm in the SI now. 1955, we then can do that police station. And as Maurice Dorman can open up, that governor general. He go inside outside there, then lock him for 5 minutes. When he come out, he say anybody pour something I had in the put up. He say, "Una know why I go inside?" We say we don't know. He say now because I don't come to this room. Now once I don't do so, I don't come to the room to come inside. I make them put him inside. Say like anybody inside the law. So then now the soldier then when they reserve law, then they go and threaten. He say then they kill in a bush. I don't know if you go get somebody for color the guy then again or I think the guy then for be free now na bush then
That's how people are wading into cow and sheep when they take care of them and they sell and make money. Now one place to them call Makara community, Agbere more section inside Bakale Chief them put local districts where they stay this being and notice the Salon Armed Forces been established one farm at the community we didn't say that farm they it don't the amok how they instead they do the work and as a result they know they kill their own or party them. This program don't try so much for try forget the army the inside of the story. We continue forget the inside in relation to some of the allegations they are so we this person they get from the could they continue we dey look at another issue this morning.
Alright, of course, we take another story inside the program as delegation. We student come out from Peace and Development Department, Nigeria University. They don't go pay one official courtly visit. We then go to the registrar, na Eastern Technical University in Salona. We then say they recognize the contribution they don't they make and same way so how they don't contribute to education na the country and same way so then they make the move say let them observe the 10th anniversary celebration with the University and same way so the Eastern Technical University, the bond where they run this year, for me they will all come together and see how they will push the college them forward. For no more we comping we na Prince Musa even talk to the student coordinator and other players them will be important at the same time.
Section of students from Jala University Peace and Development Studies Department decide for CAM and ETU today, together with the head of department, when are Dr. Tommy Matthew Hansen, and also the former head of department, when are Mr. Jonathan Stark Pakima. We come today na ETU because we find and say ETU and Jala University na sister university then, and they all come up from the same family, from the same belly. So we come today for we pay a courtesy visit as well to the former, first head of department, we na Mr. John Joanna, where they staff currently na ETU as the registrar for the university.
How this particular relationship with the strengthen the partnership between Jala University and Eastern Technical University in terms of maintaining peace among the students and even the staff?
Well, one among which was, today we come one year, don't can create that kind of partnership between the two sister universities there and also the two departments there. The Department of Peace and Development Study in Jala University, Bo Campus, and also the Department of Peace, Security, and Development na ETU. So this don't clearly show say the society as a whole they work towards making developmental programs, developmental strategies that will enhance peace and sustainable development. And it's very important. So the partnership one will enhance it, we will forget and develop more peace ambassadors, then we will help, for coil down conflict situation at the community and also build the foundation and the foundation for peace.
Many people that they expect as a peace ambassador or peace student from those universities to serve as an example to the community and even college students in terms of students, elections. But most times they can see some the other side of the whole thing. So we think for going a role and responsibility and ensures that when there's an election, the kind of students are able to comply with the confines of the law and there's a total peace among them.
Well, one among which now that makes today there because we already established what we call the Peace Foundation at Jala University, Bo Campus. So we can Eastern Technical University for make who can give them small idea, let them also know say they need for establish the Eastern Technical University Peace Foundation as well. Where then they also they help, as a foundation for help for preach peace and advocate towards enhancing a societal development and also societal cohesion. And it's very important that if you're part of the peace, security and development department at ETU and also the peace and development studies department at Jala University, you definitely are a peace ambassador. And when it comes to elections, you get a right and you get a moral obligation to make sure you talk to your colleagues, students, them, you educate them, you also advocate to them, sensitize them. Why the need for pursue peace and why the need for deceit from violence or anything we go bring, chaos, katakata, and problem in the society.
Would they closer to 2028 election? Wouldn't therefore be a role and responsibility as a graduate from university and also staff from those universities for talking to the people of Sierra Leone in terms of maintaining peace and stability of this country?
Well, we get different academic, seminars, activities, and other things that we also don't they do, and we'll continue for doing. So we enroll as university administrators or as lecturers, now for to teach with students them how they need for conduct themselves na the society for let them become a very peaceful citizens na the society. And now that election they can close, we dey tell them why they need for also cooperate together with local community stakeholders, local peace practitioners, local NGOs, for let them work together, collaborating in the different societies there for sensitize their community members about peace and how they need for deviate from violence and for embrace non-violence, because nine are the key. So in as much as the election they come, we message to the entire citizenship of Sierra Leone now that let us embrace peace in all engagements, in all things. Disagreement bound for happen, but we not for use disagreements for bring problem or for let it lead to something we go escalate to violence or escalate to conflicts. But we for able cooperate together, collaborate together, and we work together so that we'll get a peaceful and a cohesive society. So me will talk to Una, me on name na Mr. Jonte, Department of Peace and Development Studies, Jala University, Bokam.
You get a delegation from Jala University, then come visit you for recognize the hard work. How you feel as a registrar of Eastern Technical University?
Well, I feel honored. I see this as a kind of legacy where I left. Not only me alone, not because of me or hard work alone, but we get a team who I work with Angela, who were able to make a mark, for introduce a new program we don't flourish today. And 10 years after, for that department come for recognize me and pay homage. I see and say maybe nothing way we don't teach people for learn for say thank you to people, especially within their life.
Wouldn't this be as an inspiration for the peace and development study for Eastern Technical University? Since you know the registrar, they are under leadership, they don't introduce them back, but they see some massive progress will go on.
It just inspired me for do more, and as a peace practitioner, I also believe see the society who I me find myself. I've always make sure say a harmonious, there is stability, people they enjoy the peaceful environment outside and day. And also go get the motivation for continuing for do more. Especially while you see the young folks, we own small one, then we own picking them when they come, they don't get the interest. And look at the opportunities we the field also get. This country, we need more than ever.
That's na the registrar for Eastern Technical University. When I joined Joanna, it explained but one visit where we go visit. Before that, the students coordinator, we same so na lecturer, we na John Tamba Conte, when I all the part of the delegation.
All right, so we take one of the headline stories, Jem will tell you this morning. We look at so far how people, sport enthusiasts, including sports journalists, and sport analysts, they don't review the recent move by the Salon Football Association. If people know from where they sack alone into the advertisement, they don't get a lot of talks around, tongues wagging, and people don't get their opinion whether good or bad and all that. So as of last week, we've been still side the SLF therefore unveiled a new coach way it will happen for be like it being a foreign coach, they don't present time to journalists them. We can to the discussion further. I want to welcome my colleague journalist Wena Hilton John, we are the head of sports in Star TV. Good morning, Hilton. Welcome to the program.
Yes, good morning to you, Mara. Good morning to listeners.
Okay, we also expect your other colleague journalist. When you go join me, we also call Salon Football Association, but already they tell you say they all the Liberia with the return, then we get to invite tomorrow. Hilton, one post we don't one of Englishman was a vocal on issues that we get for do with sports. People will say the sugar coats that you talk as it is, and from that sacking till to don't reach out to one posting we don't they talk around that unveiling day you been did it come as a surprise to you, or you don't this say that's what will happen?
So I'll be part of the unveiling.
Okay.
I was not invited, but what I did get myself into the social media now. So what I did, I followed the unveiling. For me, it was not a surprise. And after the unveiling, what I did, I also do background research about the coach, how the coach can Gomez, that was Harry Kam, Ura Kautam, waiting in Kautam. You may recall that for the past 4 to 5 months now, we're getting issue about stability in the national team. It's about the head, whether the head gets 100% control. Because one of our concerns we don't release is about getting a productive coach. All we want are journalists in the country or as a union. We want to see progression for our national team. We want to see our team get better representation. We want to see our different national team get that good looks in terms of football. So the issue about Mohamed came out, was it 4 months ago, when he started to get this personal with the president of the Stadium Football Association, Babadi Kamara, that Mohamed Kalono supports me. It is not an hidden secret. In the August 2nd election in Lungiri, Mohamed Kalono supports me. So there was this mindset they got that with the Kampula. But out there for Pula was their biggest problem. So what they did, you may recall that Salon played against Azerbaijan in an international FIFA friendly. Now FIFA called me. Also we go friend again. So before that game, the technical director of the football association, who is John Kista, suspended Mohamed Kalon. He writes Mohamed Kalon letter. The evidence is here. He suspended Mohamed Kalon. He set Mohamed Kalon aside. He said the football association, they review license of coaches. How then we don't ask Mohamed Kalon for submitting license. We call that Mohamed are the only Sierra Union. We get the UEFA Pro license. The UEFA Pro license is an elite license. We not easy for to get. Mohamed spent over 2 years doing that course. In Italy, was in America. He left. He spent over £80,000 when I did my research. So Mohamed was surprised when Kista set aside as the technical director. According to Kista, in your submission was it is served as the Secretary General in the technical committee of the Football Association. So that gave her the rights or the power to suspend the head coach. Some of the ESCO members were not happy when Kista suspended Mohamed or set Mohamed aside when he writes a letter. So 2 days before the travels of Azerbaijan, the ESCO then called Kista, telling him he did not get the rights to suspend Mohamed. Mohamed was hired by the Sierra Football Association under the then president of Zadi Brana. Government is continuity. In the regime of Babadi Kamara, Mohamed still maintained as the coach. It is the responsibility of the Football Association for hire and fire a coach, but there must be criteria. There must be reason. Everybody knows, say, except you get coach way arrogant or coach way insolent or coach way go say, okay, not productive on the pitch in terms of results. These are the reasons why make people say management can start coach. So the ESCO then say, no, you not get the rights. So what Kista did, like Leon started travel on Friday, he sent another letter to Mohamed, say, okay, now they don't pull the set aside, Mohamed for travel the team on Friday. Mohamed not want go with the team because Mohamed the one that say, well, how una gonna set me aside on inside the same week when they call me back for travel the team. Okay, different people and talk to Mohamed. He decides, say, okay, because I still get the mentality, say Alex Saloon is about Sierra Leone. I will go and take the team to Azerbaijan. They went to Azerbaijan. Everybody watched the match. The game ended 1-1 on penalties. We lost. Saloon lost. The team returned back. Just 1 week later, we see the Sierra Football Association come out to press release that they have sacked Mohamed Kalon. But before that, majority of those that are supporting Babadi, they float in the media that Mohamed Kalon in license are fake, not even expire. The word was fake. So the question is, how will icon, will legend, will tell Sierra Leone or tell the world when you call Mohamed Kalon, not so like when you call what's in Nabakum or Nabakia. Mohamed Kalon play football to the highest level. Is well known across the world. How Mohamed will can fake we see not get UEFA Pro license. Some of we get confused. Later on, we see Mohamed go on social media and say, waiting the Football Association, they're going to talk. That is not truth. At the end of the day, the same SLFA come back and say, no, it's not about the license of Mohamed. It's about Mohamed not attend the press conference. That was what they told us. That Mohamed attend press conference, these are the reasons, and other issues. What are these other issues? Up till now, what he talks to, I'm not saying what are these other issues. Mohamed was sacked by the Syrian Football Association. But let me give you the background. You see, there are times in life you get for free God really worship. Before the decision of sacking Mohamed, what the SLFA did when John Kista was part of the team, they got a clandestine meeting. That Mohamed, we go show and say we get football at the country.
Okay, they actually get that kind of meeting.
Yeah, that's for sure. They got that meeting. And Kista was part of the meeting. We go show Mohamed say, you know, support we during the election. We go show Mohamed say, if they against we. So Mohamed, any kind we pull him. When we pull him, Kista, they can act as the acting coach until we get coach. And who is this coach? Darusa. Bio this coach now, one of the Leon Star player, we by the name of Mohamed Kamara, fondly called Fabiaski. This coach, we don't coach him. Except members there in the SLFA, where I don't want to reveal their names because some of them they give me the information. And these same people then and they contact this coach. So what the SLFA do? They like to say Alinas and say 79 coaches apply. Listen carefully. 79 coaches apply. Tuesday and Wednesday they conduct interviews for the coaches. And the very week where Salon they go play. Can you imagine? SLFA call friendly match. We will play Saturday in Liberia, Saturday in Bo, Tuesday in Liberia. The very week, SLFA in the press conference told me that this week we announce a coach. The same SLFA connive with this Frenchman. They bring and come. They hire the coach from Tuesday. Can you imagine? They lie to Sierra Leoneans. As if all the coaches then take interview online. This coach with a salon, they know how they make them. Done on Wednesday, was it on Wednesday? Thursday or Friday? We see SLFA come out and see we don't get a coach. I was the first person, I was the first journalist who posted that this is Leon Star coach. I posted a picture out. I do a short skit story about it. Majority of those that are supporting the current dispensation under Babadi Kamara, they deny me. You dey lie. Now no play football. Or no like football. Even my brother, we sit over there. Call on my phone. I say, oh, new coach don't cow. Now I say, no, not to the coach. Then I be tell him, would I send the picture? He's a Muslim. He's not lying. That's why I like him. Yes. He said, not to the coach this so. I said, okay, watch. Friday, we said, SLFA, go and fill this coach. It is not coach. Yeah, that's for sure. It is not about this French man. It is the process.
Okay, before you continue, how Mohamed Kamara Fabiaski, when I just a player, they go recommend this man for let them all this man for let can be salon coach.
Okay, so Argentina they can be you get SLFA was desperate for coach because they get pressure from the public. When I don't sack Calon, when I say Calon no support Una, Mohamed Calon was not sacked by results. If you put statistics together, the number of games Mohamed coached about 6 or 7 games for a national team got 65%. They only lost 1 game. That's the statistics. So SLFA was depressed and confused. Publicly pressured them. How Mohamed Kamara came in. Mohamed Kamara, you recall that, one of the best goalkeepers. He did well in the Nations Cup in 2021. Wall attended the Nations Cup. I was there. I watched his performance. He was rated among the better goalkeepers in the preliminary stage. Unfortunately, second round we were knocked out. This keeper, we don't get contact with this coach from a former club. So when the issue about coach, they come in, he contacts somebody. I don't want to call the person in SLFA. He say, say now me coach you one by me before ever then sack him. Say now good coach you. So I assume now they're going to talk about coach. Now the person say, you get contact? I say yes. 3 of them they get meeting with this Darusa guy. So what they do? They keep Darusa as a bit. Why is the fake the public say 79 people? Let's go into the process of appointing a coach. Or yes, what they did for advertise the job was good. But let's go to the process. If you say 79 people that don't apply, you get shortlist their names. When you shortlist names, you didn't come out with the names there. They never did. They never did. What SLFA did, then get a committee where they say, don't SLFA, can you imagine? The coach can choose it is salary, they eye down. The coach not going inside the 1-to-1 rule. They hide the coach now at the same blue. As the coach, they lunge and somebody snap I send out to me. Now I say, but no post now, then go no say na me. I wait on Wednesday. I send the post out. The coach never attended the interview. Then keep the code. Friday, bam, na morning.
So we were they follow sports,
Yeah.
we were they do sport journalism as well. A lot of people in they ask me, this interview where they do, who are in short list, where even the list. So when you say this, it's like the same question they come back.
Yeah. For me, Leka initially tell me this was a cooked a deal. Kistana the member the cook. Kistana shape the cook. For God's sake, how you will set Mohamed Kalon aside. Let's be honest with ourselves. Me and you the opener, SLBC, I suspend you, you are the head of sport, or me not the head of sport, I suspend you. 2 weeks, follow, then sack you. As soon as they sack you, I mean, kind of position. At the end of the day, what are you say 30? It will be 30. And in fact, that's what Kista did. It was open. You see, once you the first person, be careful what next from the back of it. This all expose the technical department. How SLF they run now, you will get taken to the president. Are you valued? Are you voiced in the list?
So all of this, before we go to Pali, it's not about the development of style in football. It's like politics also don't count.
Absolutely. That's what they demonstrated. Hatred, backbiting, personal. It's about Mohamed Kalon is not a saint. Mohamed Kalon, we do good with the talker. We do bad with the talker. Kalon is a coach. If Kalon gets issued disciplinary issue as what the Football Association posted out, there's a disciplinary committee. There are stages. Take Mohamed Kalon to the disciplinary committee. Make the disciplinary committee investigate. If they see say wetin Kalon do as SLF in the talk, it is wrong. You go back to Kalon in contract. You may become the issue about contract.
Yes.
You don't do a big problem.
Yeah.
Let's go to contract. Get different forms of contract. If SLF will not be get agenda for can sack Mohamed Kalon, if SLF will not be get agenda for can put Mohamed Kalon power, when Babadi take over, he meet Mohamed Kalon as the head coach. But before he can, he don't get the issue of Mohamed Kalon not get contract. Mohamed Kalon get contract. Kalon signed a contract with the National Sport Authority. How we own system they run, we totally wrong. Now the government they pay coach. Professionally, it should be the Football Association. The Football Association is charged with the responsibility of running football in the country. SLF is not for mixed fan politics. SLF is an association on their own. SLF is not to agency to government. Government not get control over SLF. SLF again in parliament, where these people are referred to as stakeholders, now then they do the decision. So let's say you don't listen, say, Mohamed will get issue about in contract, you know, sign SLFA, but he sign a ministry. That can't be the minister. Minister of Sports, now your responsibility for knowing they happen in all sports and discipline. SLFA is under the Ministry of Sport. SLFA is under the National Sport Authority. But Mohamed signed a contract with the NSA, with the then executive director, who is Dr. Imari Safar Abdullah. He got his contract. If Mohamed not get contract, let's be honest to ourselves, Honorable Minister. You dey go game, you dey follow Leon Star, you dey clap with Mohamed, you dey dance with Mohamed, you happy for Mohamed. You don't get this rumor that Mohamed not get contract. Let's say Mohamed not get a professional or proper contract. What you should have done? Call Mohamed Kalon to a meeting. Mohamed, say you not get contract too. What is contract design? Look at Chamber. It's not go. Politics within themselves, personal fights within themselves, they let the issue about contract. But this same Mohamed, the Ministry of Finance, they allocate allowances when you start the game for money. Thank you. If I don't have contract, why you are paying me match allowance $5,000? That's what coaches receive in every game we play. Whether you get contract to, whether you not get contract to, you receive $5,000. But you the minister, now you decide. You the SLF president, now they sign payment voucher for these players and officials. Why the issue about Mohamed? So in other words, we accept the question, then we don't get something they get out of mind. Always to make them sack Mohamed Kalon because Babadi executive say he not support we. If they are against we for the August clandestine election in Lungi, that is the reason.
Continue for David Hilton, John, head of sports na Star Television, with the around for bringing Pali, when also a sports journalist. Pali, good morning, welcome to the program.
Good morning to you, Salma, the co-host, and also good morning to viewers and listeners of the show.
Okay, so you don't listen to you colleagues, and you don't raise a lot of points. You don't follow up even with the dinner with the camp. That this whole thing, I will still quote what is a cooked deal. Now they are the whole waiting, by all waiting, explain about it was by explanations was unfair. And using that one post we don't follow up this thing. Contract, sacking, say to this new coach, lot of controversies around.
Thank you. And journalists should always base on the facts, and we therefore give the facts and don't not put any vendetta or malice in what they say. Sierra Leone Football Association, under the leadership of Babadi Kama, was appointed on 2nd August 2025, almost 9 months in office. When Babadi Kama administration take over, a lot of issues within the Football Association as a new administrator, he decided in the executive say one amongst them na the coach issue. The coach issue that Mohamed Kalon not get any written contract. When they take over and file you the handover, any proper administration, not to Babati, so we don't give the contract, they work at the FA. So you ask for all files. If you the transition team, they take over for 1 month, 2 weeks, they ask for files of all departments. Mohamed Kalon or the coach, they work under the technical department of the Football Association. So you find it very difficult. There is no document, there is no written contract for the coach. So Babadi is ready to work with Mohamed Kalon. What happened? He asked for let them get a contract written and within the Football Association. I want to listeners to do the research now. 80% of world football coaches has been paid by the government, and the contract written by the Football Association, negotiation, then government they come and pay. One amongst the 20% we left, it happened recently with Martinez of Belgium, where he resigned, when the Belgian FA, because they get special fund for that. Other countries, when are developing countries like Sierra Leone, government they can, because the national team is being owned by government. Listen when I do research now and see. There is nowhere in the world who cycle going to tell me say government not they pay coaches of national team. No, we are there for the fact. So when this happened, Babadi therefore involved the Ministry of Sports, the NSA, the then executive Safa Abdullah. So at the meeting, tripartite meeting, follow now will get a contract for this coach. I don't take over as administrator. I know cancel them, possibly one FA without no written contract. So there they started. They get a back and forth. Kalon say no, na NSA employer, this, that. How NSA go employ you? Where the world they want football. And football has to be guided. And it is the responsibility of the Football Federation to do so. Today, Infantino find it very difficult with FIFA for the World Cup where America, they show too much authority. One are football, now the one way football, they want football. So say, not to government, agency, employee. Now, and then they provide the fund. Even if you also go play, now government, they provide the fund. There is no special fund. In fact, FIFA, they found at money where they send as developmental fund for user for national team, unless you write for extra. So they get support from government. So asking for FIFA for this, that FIFA kicker under extreme circumstances. So why they still go on do that them foot, the issue of Kalon, they say, well, therefore, we knew all coaches, Salon don't sign on the coaching convention. Salon late, all other coaches don't sign on the coaching convention. Say, all coaches where their license don't expire, for renew their license. In March, Sierra Leone will get for accepted in the CAF coaching convention. Before March, you can coach with expired license. But when this March 2026 come, all coach Sierra Leone will not sign to the coaching convention, which means all coaches now their license for be updated for March 2026 to follow Teguna. But before March 2026, if all will expire license, they be accepted. I make you see, Mohamed Kalon be the coach expire license, other coaches them. So people understand the fact here. So why they ask for that? Mohamed Kalon say in license they say well provide them to we or produce them to we. That only happen within secret or not to public. Say you go now on social media, they say and I they pay license, this, that, blah, blah. So they say frown at it. Say I say in a disrespect. All conversations were not done on public. So social media, FA, SNF anymore. So they said let's do it publicly go on social media. So they even call them for questioning. So why they don't done the account for the team for the get as FIFA series for go Azerbaijan, selection of players, give you technical team. When you come, they can put things in place. And they pada do they Alonso in goalkeeper coach na in border Kemokai and say no, the goalkeeper coach, you know what, Ibrahim Tawali or call Banji or whatever. So they ask, you know, they get a back and forth this. Enough of the travel the national team, go Azerbaijan. After they get this back and forth, God. So well, for sanity's sake, let them go on all the fixtures and come back and see how to put things in place. what they ask now by then I don't doing like say don't present all the other Bakum staff, Kewule Conte and others, Paul Parker, we all don't present them. So the FA gets a written contract with the draft. Say, look at this contract, go and look at it. Anything you get, come back to it. Would they put a written contract? Because we can't take over administration, you not get no written contract. The past administration that the Bama appoint you on verbal without no contract, it will not work to that because at the end, if we go against the contract or go against what we pay you, and this document you get for you to FIFA, it happen. Nigerians and other countries, when you not pay coaches, they take that document to FIFA report. FIFA say, well, this will not be don't agree on, una pay. You understand? So that's the answer. Like this that document, can they look at the water and say, according to him, SLF is not going to show nobody, but you think I go show a lawyer this. So whatever, get back to us. They pay that do say contract never put in place. Then say they get a contract where they say they pay Calon $15,000, and that not to the knowledge of the SLFE.
Who didn't say that they pay Calon 15,000?
The NSC, National Sports Authority.
Okay.
When I follow radio stations, a lot of things was said. Say they pay Calon $50,000, Ministry of Finance, they don't approve, they owe Calon 8 months, they don't go to 12 months, they get paid, guard their food. But all of this, I hear say, how can you when there is no document to prove that? So the Babadi Kama administration say, we know of this. Now we get a contract we put this in our money. They say because the game, how can we negotiate everything? The same will continue with that. Drag food say they say well, Calon go Azerbaijan, then in Azerbaijan. The SLFA sacked Calon not because of performance. Let me know that. According to the press release that was released, it was based on administrative issues. What they say as a lack of respect and indiscipline. You know, they picky, they try in school, they do best. They try. They have either scombra or every teacher they call it became too stubborn. They ambol. They this. They you said no feel good. So on performance basis, Calon did well in terms of performance. But what they are looking is based on that because when they go to the dressing room, he said the team manager not for go and talk to the players. Then inside Azerbaijan, all those were part of the report where the head of delegation present to the executive committee. Other issues then come, players allegations. He talk to players then for strike. Because the money not be going for pay allowances. All that are part of the report of the executive committee where the head of delegation report. Because any people go on the report.
I want to be the head of delegation for that game day.
The head of delegation are the vice president one, Ali Badaya Tarawali, the mayor of Port Loko City.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Yeah. So why is then they on that day? They call this report, they look and call executive meeting, and say and say lack of respect in discipline, cannot display a lot of things. We are not there, but what they reported to the media and what who said no like that. So the guy will say, well, if that is the case, Salo is looking for somebody who can for respect. Also because it's about respecting the game, respecting the system. If Baba did not be left Calon, in discussion for Saka, he cancel. Never continue until to 8 months where they'll be into office. But that they left full time. Say no, I'm not getting it. There are staff there who go on social media campaign, this, that, but they are still working there. So you not take anything like that. So why is it on that day? We release come say the SLFA does sack Calon based on administrative and technical issue amongst them, let's say for lack of respect, indiscipline, or whatever.
So you know, by the idea where Hilton they say the whole thing for Starcam now let grudge because of that August 2nd way no vote for us. So now like we get the scene that you mind to this individual no vote for you. So when I come, I go find
yeah. Why I know by then the people are listening, I'm talking for the listeners who are not good because they can't talk like the mic. Maybe they know better than us. We just have the opportunity. Let the listeners they tell me if you work, me the work, I can meet you in SLBC. I don't say don't go on social media, you don't go. Even Mohamed Calon boycotted the election. He never voted out of the 57 delegates. Madam Gordon, the leader, was off or out of the all. Calon and this franchising himself, he not vote.
Wanna be inquire which are the reason why not vote?
Well, in say there's a lot of electoral fraud, electoral. What are the irregularities that's electoral? But it was boycotted. So
right, eh?
Yes, he has the right.
Not the reason now they made him begin get more Calon.
Now he has the right as a delegate as long as the quorum form out of his head. He will not get nothing. He get more than 99.9%. So if that's the case, that answer to your question. Babadi for the Saka long since. Babadi will come August 2nd, September, October, November. Take come to last month when they sack Calon. So you go keep and take to that same day. No, you could have better done that because there's a lot of even with the tradition team headed by Dr. Isaac Masakoy. When they reported that they called Calon for interview because they interview all departments. They take a department. So the national team they want to know what are the problem. How the national team what are some of the problem? Calon never show up. Kalon they send a text, they say this in the out of the country, in just come, make them make. So that report alone, if you want that attention report, if they go straight bam, Kalon they follow sack Kalon with other staff, they long since. But he say no, I need sanity. Job out forget people like that. So not because he not put for Babadi.
So now that way it's difficult for work with the uncontrollable because you mentioned about
Yes.
even when you call them like into a meeting or now that kind of individual this.
Yeah, fine. Well, everybody gets a own character. Yes, Kalon will tell you, say yes, it's not gonna in Facebook. Say get your own flaws on him. But again, I can understand, Kalon never work for person. Somebody who do in the aim of affairs or they employ people there. That the very first time for them cannot work under person as coach of the Stars. So you see and say the way they work with, get instruction, say no, in say no, in no in right. In they say no, team manager not for can talk to team na dressing room, team manager not for can at all those places. Say no, cannot have a system and so the game they put and has to accept it because the team manager going to football is the head of the technical. So the team manager.
Even when you are the head, instructions, maybe where they instruct person and where like you want control the person is two different. Am I correct, sir?
Yes,
For instruct somebody where they part of in terms of reference, say you for do this, where you know say fully what you for do. When and also where they control the person, you push them to the wall, two different.
Yeah.
In Kalon in case, if you get for do with too much control, interference into the job, or you know, be just they take waiting instructions from the one they
you see, the word interference now thin thread between love and hate. You let Kuma, you do everything for about you gonna make problem, you go cause you all kind of thing nothing for him. So you cannot take an interference in terms of somebody. If the SLBC, you have your editorial policy, we are journalists, but there are times we have to have by the dictate of certain authorities. What I'm talking for the public, I'm talking for nobody. Even the BBC, they are being fed by the British government, but they have their limitation. So Kalon has to work interference in a sense, it has to work with administrative. Yes, indeed. Interference, controlling, yes. We will not accept that down the control on Saturday. It's right for you to say no, I'm not the type, I'm leaving.
But one of the challenges we don't happen since I love football. Now that even the coaches they wouldn't non sack before. So too much interference. Everybody want control. Everybody want advice. To an extent, sometimes you the coach, you look funny. And one week along before they come, now one of the thing the way it be clearly be talking, we say let the left get the job, let him control. You know they take some certain things. Somebody want control, you know they take them. So is it instance for let able for take some certain things them and then define as administrative and technical or indiscipline?
If Kalon told that talk the yes to the past administration, that the say they get Fian, he get scouting Bakum staff, they get 3 months after again professionally unfortunate for let they made that statement. They say FC Kalon is still there. They will give 3 months. After 3 months for left FC Kalon. The sooner they appoint you, sooner you for resign. But again, the fear. So if you can't do this administration, all they get a written contract because all those clauses should be there. You get a guided clause in contract. Say Kalon, if you do this, now this, you know this, now this, all those things. So in that aspect, the authority will come or the administration will come. See, it's a different policy than count. A different way for football should be administrated. Football should be run. They say no, now so one let things go. You accept it or not. All this saga started from where they want to go as a lot of things want to alter the FSA. But again, now FA they are professional, they want to come out. Also, some want to go close, they dig certain things there, some of them here. But there was a lot of issues. Even for you for act players or for strike. They were people on social media, not go for training, they don't get the money. But the money they come out from government. You know what it takes for put money in finance? If it's a certain authority they want to travel, they stop all payments and finance, they put out to that any. So now they go on again for force because they prioritize. So they try for fair money for them money come out for this all those things. So is that in all that what are the so it didn't have the report. So the same will deny me let's go to the SLFA, they present that report from the executive committee head who be head that delegation when Ali Badr the vice president for and he head that delegation.
So this new coach will don't come up he go address all them challenges and the way this SLF executive on the face with Kalon. So this new man will able to provide all them answers.
Now we are talking. Kalon issue now not for need for the talk again. Don't pass because we cannot go back again for the decision of
No,
the
there is
FA.
need for
No,
talk
I think
about
No,
it.
need why? You know why? It has been exhausted.
No, Pali.
It has been exhausted.
No, Pali, you're not going before talk about a new coach without referencing the old.
No,
one.
Ali,
And
the
people ask
saga,
you first.
the saga. Yes, no, Kalon
You can't avoid the saga from the appointment. So go ahead now.
I know
with the
people want to
appointment.
use Kalon popularity, but it's not about it's about professionalism.
No,
So
but
yes,
people will look at Pali, even the one that we interview when a sports love
you know, but yes.
when they talk clearly and say in terms of delivery, you say we don't talk and clearly say now for delivery, the short term with long term, they don't deliver. And now the bigger picture of Sierra Leoneans, now that they deliver and they want, then believe so all the other challenges they will be addressed. What is Saloma right now? Salom Leon Stars don't go Nations Cup, Leon Stars don't go World Cup. So if you get somebody where of course it deliver, then challenges then I believe say if they work together and go for address, what's performance and results they come.
We're down there for all water if they put and say based on performance and sarcasm. So we go to that make as a sarcasm because of indiscipline and lack of respect. So that's it. So it's not discipline according to the FA. You don't respect the authority. If the boss ever you perform 10 of it, so you don't respect, they sack you for that. You understand? So all those are the insubordination. So it's not part. So they make when they apply for job, all those things has to be there. You understand? I know what the fans are thinking. Out of love, and so on the leg alone, this that, but not about lackness about this, not about performance, it's about discipline, lack of respect. So the answer to you.
Quick one before you
Salon.
answer. Quick one. This whole saga is it about Ministry of Sport and NSA and Kalonde in the middle?
I'll be talking about
Because at the
tripartite.
NSA, they say NSA say they pay 15,000. Ministry of Sport also they say another thing Kalonde in the middle.
Yes, now I said that was about tripartite meeting. NSA say they pay. Ministry say they not get. When I even talk the when the minister go on radio say no, you know we are not get no document where they say they sign. Say one person signed for 3 coaches. All those allegations were made. So that then an issue between the ministry and the so thank God, this one way appointed all they settle the issues now. So we are talking about the football side and the delegate, the vote person, go to president, they appoint you to appoint the delegates, the 57 delegates, they say can be president, can run football, and they have their parliament, which is Congress. Will come 27th of June. They are going for their first AGM under the new administration. So that's to solve my question. The new coach will come. A new coach will come Didier Gomez Darouza. He's a French national. 56 years because it's October 10, will become 57. He gets a wealth of experience in terms of African football. A built-in repetition in African football by winning league titles. People don't understand this. I heard my colleague, my brother, talk say Fabianski, this. the man coach na Tanzania, Simba SC. And this Simba where he coach so, when win the league, Fabianski be fortunate for go play for that team day after the Africa Cup of Nations. He coached Simba 2021. By then, Sierra Leone be the try for go for the AFCON at Cameroon. He coached team and cartoon and sports of Cameroon. He win back to back. He win the FA Cup. He coached team in Rwanda. He win a lot of. He up to Guinea aware of Guinea. So he have coached 10 clubs in Africa with 2 national teams, Mauritania and that of Botswana. So he was at in CD. SLFA, according to Babadi Kamara, they are looking for somebody who will get wealth experience in African football. International best practice and standard, it happened with Ghana. The coach will qualify Ghana of a Go World Cup. Hado. Then Sakam, after he don't qualify just because of friendly matches. So they are thought of issue will be the look at. Yeah, they don't know what they look for. And Sakam, they advertise the job. They have more than 205 applicants. Google now and check out the part of like Ghana. So when they are at the end, who do they pick? Carlos Queiroz from Brazil. Because they say get amongst the already applied in get about 10 or 15% Africa football setting or the background knows about African football. Same thing like this gentleman. Out of in coaching 15 plus years, all the coaching in Africa it does penal. Half of the other time now inside Asia or free set. But from when you begin coach, when you come on France, coach teams in France, Africa they don't coach. You don't coach inside Rwanda, you don't coach inside Tanzania.
You get good
Guinea.
record for win like league like
Well, we're fine.
National
That's it. And they follow the discussion on social media. A record in terms of national team in no good. Now 2 national team in don't coach. So you back for the realistic with the statistics. 2 national team out of 54 members of CAF in Africa. The coach Mauritania, when we just qualify, go to the AFCON and go coach where they lost all 3 group matches. Come in March after the AFCON this year, it was got sacked. 2025 and in March, it was got sacked. Come on, they go Botswana. Botswana, he win all the games for them. They're on the verge for qualify for the last AFCON inside Morocco. What's happened? They also to call this same similar situation like Sierra Leone, political and something, leadership change. He said because of loyalty, he resigned. By then, it just don't beat Libya, Oman away. It don't beat Gambia. They're on the verge for qualify. First, nine win, the new coach who can just win 1 or 2 games qualify. Although I don't say that the coach qualify, but he started that preparation for qualify for Botswana. He said he resigned based on leadership, not on monetary issues. So based on that. Then on the issue of bringing yes, is a UEFA pro license. Even the Kalon Alala for una check the true record, una get better record. Kalon have never coached. Kalon ever coach. Let me make known to people before we say FC Kalon and Lyon Star. Where you can get your star. He not ever coach before. This coach now, where they are appointed now, he don't coach 10 countries in Africa. Then you go Asia. Even the team will finish 7th now the Saudi Pro League. Al-Akkad now they finish 7th now the Saudi Pro League. He coached them. Yeah, he coached that team now. Even Egypt, El Ali. You see, they have big club them where he coach. Where was El Ali? Ismail. So he could big clubs there with the double. But if you want to compare the two, compare and contrast now. Not compare it could be people in genuine. Not worry about like Mohamed Kalon or not. Look at the statistics. So that could get better statistics than Mohamed Kalon.
So now the best choice one there, you think, as a sport journalist?
79 applicants. I was privy to it. 79 applicants.
What is the short list? You get the names then?
How the council? 79 applicants. 3 local. When ML of East Alliance, Abedi Fowe of Bo Rangers, and Mohamed Kalon. These are the 3 local coaches. 76 local coaches. You get 1 Swedish. Sorry, international. You get 1 Swedish where there are times some we don't kind of go do thing we not fine. We get people will be the lobby for coaches there. We get agents there, will be the talk for certain coaches there. We get former Lyon Star players will be the we get what they call Godfrey Vanelli, Valenni. Yes, Godfrey Vanelli. He was part of the 5 shortlisted coaches. In coach, he started in coaching career with how they call this team, Goya Antwerp of Belgium.
Okay, so now 5 shortlisted.
Yeah, 5.
Okay, not to
you see, let people understand this. University, they get thousands when they apply. Yeah, but when they show not about when they show you don't say they show 79. You're unfortunate. They talk sense.
That also be there among the one that we are applying with shortlist. That also we don't cancel now.
Yeah, that was among the 5. Now they cancel. When the 5 they don't shortlist the 5, the one say inaugurable come because 3 of them now on online interview. The 2 then appear in person. One among the end of Dawosa. I know apply for job, say Dawosa be there. And I knew Zandi, he applied for job. You know, Kale for the interview. He was contacted. So the 5 shortlisted coaches them. This one say inaugurable meet up. He go send the agent. If our agent can money can put before. When the FA president contact him, I say well, innocent agent for can discuss monetary issue. Say Kale can do anything with monetary issue can contact me. People just say this. So the people do go now so they left them out. The 2 they will get them again online. The one email them, he send a wrong email address. The other we apply with for contact online enable. So among the 5, the 3 where they get issue now 2 be end up. I tell you so. These are Rosa or this Godfrey Vanelli something where I say we don't go to where Antwerp. Okay. So in terms of procedure, in fact, let them please yourself to that pass and that daddy Bema and name names. Yeah, Bema education, I said you want to say, but guys, SLF not for apply for, not for advertise job. Nowhere in the world, show me. We have what I know, did they advertise the job? No. Liverpool, when they want this coach where they get annually something, they advertise the job? No. So there are many coaches there. SLF do them because of transparency. So if they do them, it's their prerogative for doing for help the education, they open free and something. So Mohamed Kalon apply this, that. So it was, in fact, by the applicants were go through and he has never qualified. They're not shortlisted.
All right, continue for the weekend of the program panel as well as I'm here to the program where you listening to Morning Coffee. Take another issue. I want to welcome the Deputy Director for the Public Education Department at the ACC, Silvanus. Good morning, Silvanus. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning, Salma. And you.
So we see the ACC Commission and now they move from the what people refer to as the comfort zone for going at the regions. Them. And they don't target this being the chiefs and traditional rulers. Any reason for this?
Yeah, the reason then they and then Boko small because like when you say the commissioner himself as the leader of the fight against corruption, not to enforce this for move or go to traditional leaders. End of 2018 to early 2019, we been do a nationwide tour of all the districts. Then we get town hall meetings. That time I'll be more massive meeting, but the chiefs were there to for who, continue for provide stewardship in the fight against corruption. So several years in tenure, I don't done the first time, the only commissioner we don't get in second term at the ACC, and they go very well. He choose for go meet the chiefs them again, and they put you ask the reason them plenty. One, now for continue for provide stewardship. See, the fight against corruption, we the lead as a commission, and in the leader at the commission. Now Sierra Leone people in fact, and the chiefs they provide a layer of stable leadership in this country. So they deserve to know how far we don't go, and then deserve for be, up to speed with the movement. But the second and third reasons equally, one, if you go to most of the communities, the chieftaincy institution are the only semblance of governance in some local communities. Now then at the police, now then at the courts, now then at social welfare, now they almost are everything. And so it naturally required for make them know about the fight against corruption and be involved. Because these are the most difficult challenge we Sierra Leone face. Every problem in this country, when you watch them keenly, some element of wrongdoing for personal gain with inherent corruption. Taking the wrong steps, doing things in disorderly way, in the reverse over for your gains. And at those local levels, chiefs like I said just now, are more stable leadership than they provide. When you are elected a paramount chief, until God call you, unlike any other position in this country, would that be you can pull an hand at any time. So if you're an honorable councillor to His Excellency the President said, then tenure, quick, 5 years, 4 years, don't go, and they say no vote back. When you come to we public officers, it pleases the one we appoint you. If they wait till they say, oh no, and Sylvanus Blake na Anti-Corruption Commission, the commission take that decision, you are not going to see me that again. But chiefs are not like that. So for make them get a defined role in national development, it brings sustainability because they are going to be there for some time, some long period. And so we'll let them there. And the third reason is that chieftaincy is a revered thing now we culture. And some of us are so dogged on culture that no amount of Western exposure no therefore make we take any kind disregard to the cultural heritage and values. And chiefs are the anchor, the throne of chieftaincy in Africa, in Sierra Leone, now the anchor of we cultural values, so important past any other thing, or they think of as a people. Without we cultural identity, they get lost. And many generations across the world don't get lost. So we owe them that duty, and not to any other person would want. I can able to talk to the chiefs them. The other senior people in ACC able to talk to the chiefs them. But when the commissioner self go and the deputy self go and sit down with them, now then communities, if they add a layer of respect where chieftaincy deserve. And of course, the other reason is now before go get solid conversations until them way go affect the revered offices and work where go be interpreted as some wrongdoing to wit corruption. For example, how them go manage gifts. How then go manage the culture, custom, and acceptable practice of giving and receiving gifts. We no go FIBA or no go be tantamount for like members of the public and then subjects them all way to mind say, this will chief it corrupt. We believe say the throne being accountable, not to disrespect. Now preserve and protection of the sanctity and dignity of that throne. So we go engage them on the concept of gift and what in the law say, make them get a proper understanding and asset declaration, how it critical for make them continue for carry the respect where they deserve and make one man no wake na morning. With the advent of the new media, anybody can say anything. Wake na morning, go na blogger page or Facebook or TikTok and begin say things against the respected throne. We go be tantamount to desecration or disrespect. So accountability, like the quote where we commissioner put out after that engagement, not one attack on power, or constituted authority. Demand for accountability, it dey protect even you wey get you powers and all them privileges. So these are many more and the reasons we make we go in this southern region.
Communal land sales now big challenge. Even recently we interview some people who can complain, say the paramount chief don't sell the land, the right thing them for be done, not to think the way they do. All of them say, how ACC also they look at that area. They for lay paramount chief now we don't say anything and they sell land, something like that.
So what thing belong to the people, not to you, get that. So these are part of the conversations where we need for continue forget. I mean, chiefs are custodians of land, and they are in custody of those land because of the sacred role and respect way the throne they carry. And so that custody, they go with the responsibility of fairness and then of transparency and accountability. So, for example, I am a provincial man, all right, and close to chieftaincy. In every land tenure system, the landowning family did. All chiefs could come from landowning families, but now the landowners they sell their land, and the paramount chief they as a moral guarantor for ensure he append signature to every sale for CC one and control double sale. In some chiefdoms, they get land management committees where the paramount chief not even there. They appointed trusted people for ensure before they sign, before the chief they append signature. In some very progressive chiefdoms like Small Bow, where I know very well, even Nongowa, Kenema, Team So anyway, me fatherland. All of those places, the chief, they send people for go verify even before they sign. But when it comes to issues now like investing, like investor can, maybe for mine natural resources, the chief they play critical role in this. So like you said, the management of land generally in them provinces, land na communal property in the provinces, and the chiefs are the heads of this community. So you now see how important it is for make we get these chiefs along with the fight against corruption. So for example, a chief don't do businesses, he don't work in a public service, he get picking them where he don't educate, they occupy critical positions, and those children are happy. But then let's say a mining company Canada chiefdom, and then the next morning they see the chief they drive a Mercedes Benz G-Wagon. In the eyes of the community people, especially the new media, there is a journalist everywhere who is large, know, and not even get time for doing with family. But they are that. They report on what is happening. They will not necessarily want to verify the sources. And this is not a private life of a very senior state citizen. You know the expected for go sit down at the community radio, for example, na 1J radio na Pujem for say, this motor can me picking give me or na one me padi or all go. No, I mean that's a bit we don't do that. So what in na the safeguard if then kind allegations come? Na the asset declaration. In the chief in asset declaration, you go don't tell SEC say this vehicle na me picking give me as a birthday gift at just 65. This vehicle, now my schoolmates where now they work UN or get business. Now him give me. And he states the relationship. So when that kind of allegation begin trumpet around, say, oh, the chief don't sell all we diamond bush, all we bauxite, all we rutile bush. You don't sell and give Chinese them or investors and they are mining and all those kind of things. The first point of call, na answer declaration. Once the allegation, the accusation that, oh, now this source it come out from is verified, like we did in the Jaya Kaikai investigation, we'll come out to say, no, that gift's not for corrupt the chief. So these are the kind of conversations where we come out get with the chief, and it was good.
All right, so going forward after that conversation, indeed, what is CC look forward
to? We tell clearly the chiefs them that they get a natural role for playing the fight against corruption. Natural and undeniable role for playing the fight against corruption. They are victims of corruption. In fact, it will interest you to know that some of the revelations we come out from the nationwide tour. We don't now only 2 districts left now in the Northwest. So, oh no, wait, oh they can't go back. We don't go all the districts now, eastern region, southern region, northeast, and all of that. But we are going across, and we've had stories about how Putin themselves not happy about both national development and then well-being and welfare. For example, issues around them vehicles. Not all chiefdoms have. Majority not even get them. And so for even move from one place to another. And in some of these chiefdoms, the chief is the hospital, the chief is the ambulance, the chief is everything. Somebody sick chief, this people for ground go, all manner of the, the chief is more accessible to the locals, and no chiefdom know they will get less than 12,000-15,000 inhabitants. No chiefdom. Some get hundreds of thousands of inhabitants. And now these chieftains are now in they know. So by the time they talk to the town chief call the section chief call the chiefdom speaker, it gets to the paramount chief. Then still they cook. Now paramount chief hosts them on daily basis, not for the people who deal with the paramount chief, for strangers with the pass. Then the pin water, the paramount chief, my uncle Naluawa say, on normal flat day, just packet water for pin a veranda for people where they pass. For pass and greet chief and drink, it's go to over 100 years. And begin for imagine what they give them as stipend. I know I'm for talking about time here, but honestly, no fever that office. And then the issues of their vehicle. And then the other issue, where they will do with all them work with them in the do trade. All that government agencies don't take that. Councils, so chiefdoms don't even collect revenue again. Even the local tax when they printing, they tell you the percentage where they don't shape. What in the left to the one chief tell we say na 7,000, they left 19 dom from local tax for a whole year. And from that 7,000, you get for do chiefdom administration. And all of those things is good for make we get in conversation. So in addition to the issue of gift management, because the commissioner tell them, no law other than this country will ban gifts. So you can give me gifts to any quantum as long as it's free and it not meant for conflict me, because a conflict of interest, the gift regime, section 52 of the Anti-Corruption Act, they try for forestall. Make a Salma not give me some kind of gift now we go make any time I see Salma, even when not to him deserve na Salma the give. So now that's no more we impress. And the safeguard where the law provide, anybody will give you gifts to the twin where ostensible. In the law na 5,000. But more ostensible now. For example, a Rolex watch, a vehicle. You understand? There are things where somebody will give you. You said they don't say it's unsettling. I mean, so it could let you register that gift in a gift register where you they keep. Now you cheat down or on your public office, and you also declare your asset declaration, so that tomorrow let something not happen between una relationship and somebody say, oh, now I make no more Silvanos and Salma no more elect. What if me and Salma with relationship they beyond we official relationship? And you know will tell somebody say, no make party. No, we are a friendly nation. So chiefs they give gifts, then they receive gifts. So we don't able to explain to them, and they are very okay. They don't understand why make the law day. It's not an attack on we custom and tradition of giving and receiving gifts, but it's a safeguard for the throne of chieftaincy that in giving and receiving gifts ensure if na mining company, this miner, let it not compromise you.
Okay, one thing I don't even also for change that mindset of also chiefs and traditional rulers then, because there is report from the young generation with the Kamuda that also it's then define and strange as chiefs will be accountable to their subjects. Once they don't appoint them, na kingship, because so then you by then traditional in a way God decide for take your life, and that's the end. Because of that, they then get on the back of the mind, say, like, nothing will pull me, now office, pass, go take me. So sometimes they're not accountable. For example, if something they happen, be it an investor, they can call meeting and explain, say, now this they come, also suspicion of will come. Accountability and also a challenge among chiefs at this country.
You see, that's one of the reasons. You see, for the commissioner SFLF in this office, now every district, some of them terrain them really, really hard for work. Now, because of the seriousness so attached to the demand for accountability in a public space, is a demand. The commission has used some very, very strong literature words. We make the chiefs them really. I believe for many of them, we don't attend this meeting. If not, in fact, all of them, accountability not to any longer thing where they go resist. If even resistance been there. So for example, even in the circumstance, the commissioner said it, you're not going to be the last paramount chief from the ruling house. So one of the way for ensure that the people remain loyal to you and your household, your family name, now how well you lead them. And in today's world, the best form of leadership is not only in solving the problems, but in being accountable in providing solutions to the people. There are things chiefs cannot do. Like I don't say the circumstances around them, resources not the, provisions not the, whatever is being provided is so despicable in my own view. Yeah, we appreciate that government really think about them and give them stipend. But what I am told is being given now, no, come on, you can't give that to your honorable person. Let truth be told. I know I mentioned the figure here because the national discussion and people even in the house as well are here. So sometimes it's good strategic engagements are being done. The commissioner is engaging on this. They don't engage the Ministry of Local Government. They don't engage the Ministry of Finance. And will continue for pointing an eye on those issues that if these people are respected enough, we go demand more and more from them. And I tell you, if problems are addressed at chiefdom level, local level, many of the things where they escalate to district and national level, not they ever escalate to that level. Because there is a frontier there for address those issues. So that's natural. But the accountability is not to be traded for anything. You know, say because they know they treat me well, they know they pay me well, now he make they do this and that. No. If we say that because we are poorly paid, now he make we be left alone for what you want to do. What about the ones who are not being paid at all?
Then they declare assets chiefs now.
Yes, they are declaring. In fact, the few will not be they declare now one of the reasons we make people because they didn't understand. Oh, why make now like when you say why make una all accountable? Who's respect now don't left for the chiefs? Una don't take all things away. We can't tell about how many beginners we get, how many hosts we get. Now we go and explain the advantages of asset declaration. For example, the former scope to His Excellency the President. Remember 2018 we go testify na of blessed memory late TB Joshua in church. Now Squan say I don't build me house. And what you host the public see a fantastic building. Oh, yesterday no more you don't go State House, you don't build this kind of house. You know what me say that woman? Her asset declaration from 2013 they don't begin build this house. Every year they declare the house as unfinished project, and then 2018 they can't run out. This woman don't work now with foreign embassies. He don't work now public service for over 15 years. When you put in salary no more, in income no more together, in man said in the work, in picking and don't be big. Will not go to remittances, just in salary for 2013 to 2018. He will build that kind of house. So we don't like you say anti-corruption, they defend people. If somebody don't do bad, sir, we are there to set the record straight. We came back and said, no, this woman, if we will build this kind of house. And remember, we had that conversation in the same studio. So that's the kind of advantage asset declaration they provide. For example, we'll go Konon. We honorable paramount chiefs there. Well, no man declare, oh, me now, paramount chief, I get Boku woman there, Boku picking there. I get in them. You want to let people then know the first assurance asset declaration is in private and in confidence. So what if you put in that form where they declare online, where they land na the commission? Nobody know the disclosure. Pass you go tell somebody. So that assurance is that if you get in the way you know other people know, nobody know they know from your asset declaration. The second assurance is that in your comfort zone, now you they tell you what you get. Assuming you don't now tell you what you get. Tomorrow allegation come against you. Say, oh, Octia just give surface rent and with Paramount Chief done by Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon. We will be there to say, no, that G-Wagon not on surface rent to take by him in Peking, the social side, now India has 54th birthday gift. Because we have the records.
When I get case of like we involve chiefs then, now data.
We don't investigate cases for doing chiefs. We don't investigate cases. But because the throne of chieftaincy must be respected, I'm very, very, very passionate about this. This is a personal view. You will not go bring disrespect to chief. So then make we take this time for go tell them, then say they say to whom much is given, much is
So in the
expected.
event that the allegations say chief eats money,
So
then they expect him back.
so all right, no, when
they
you
call him to order.
Respect his hand.
No, now they say we're not gonna call the chief to order.
Now I tell you so we don't even investigate. Remember in the southern region, we've been convicted one chief for that SSN money. Mm-hmm. When we reach them, bridge them, it is not a difficult bridge
because
to cross.
Chief and they cross border, with the cross boundary, for us being a chief, he just want to use the opportunity, but all came back.
I they wish no chief not forget saying a chief, because that's royalty.
Yeah.
Now make all this thing around them, we they advocate for make the respect remain.
Okay.
But if you now really go out of order and do what thing all right, I think in going chief themselves go tell and say, no, Padima, you don't form. And we they see them across the accountability space. They're not there beyond and above accountability. In fact, now that make we go to them.
Okay.
But the approach now for let them understand what thing them for do and do them properly, and then we give that only the respect we deserve.
Continue for day with Mr. Blake from the ACC. They give you updates in relation to the recent walk away, the ACC commissioner in the big delegation, then go work on the southern region. We go talk to chiefs in relation in the fight against corruption. More take few commercials when we come back the program they continue.
Aisatu, Adi, I can't catch me. I can't catch me now. Look, Adi, be a woman. Can't catch me now.
Mommy, you know they tire for see them picking them here, they play all time. Like they not get nothing for do.
Mama, yeah, how for do?
Me young boy picking self be they play all time. But now it look better small.
So what do you do when it change?
And make it begin use learning passport for study.
What's not this learning passport?
Well, learning passport now one app where the Ministry of Basic Education with support from UNICEF don't come with, and it gets past question and answer where they make them easy for we picking them for study and pass exams. Look, now the learning passport me bobo they use for study and it a try small.
Well, this na big opportunity for we picking them. Me self go try get this learning passport app so that me bobo go get all the past exam questions and answer the way in need.
Go to Google Play Store now and download the MBSSE learning passport for free. You know they pay anything.
Mama, Papa, let we help we picking them forget the learning passport app. By this, we go help for prepare them well for the exams. Use the learning passport app today and pass the exam tomorrow.
This message comes from the Ministry of Basic Education with support from UNICEF.
Education na free, na true.
We dey look for best betting experience. Register with 1xBet today and enjoy when you register with 1xBet. I say, then go give you 200% bonus by your first deposit. And when you complete your registration, side it, we then go ask you for put your official promo code. Just put AMS232. 1xBet. Try get on your phone. 1xBet get fine game them. Like casino game, card game. And they all get sober winning. They get football, basketball, tennis, and boku other one them with live updates. Register with your phone and make sure say you register with valid ID card. And when you done your registration, screenshot them for Bambai. You can withdraw and deposit with Collapse, with Orange Money, Free Money, 1xBet Cash, MasterCard, or Visa Card. 1xBet, they sponsor La Liga, Serie A, League One, Confederation of African Football, and a partnership with FC Cologne. That not done, then get them brand ambassador them like Yemata, the Laughing Matter, Crack Twist and Zamza, Robino the comedian, and plenty other one them. 1xBet, play on today, forget you winning. And not forget to bet responsibly. The office the Lovely Beach Road by Empire Night Club. But if you don't able reach there, call on a telephone number 076 100 338 or 078 206 171. 1xBet, I'll win you this week.
Mina William Fayaselu, Inspector General of the Sierra Leone Police. I like for listening to Morning Coffee, the because they inform me about what they have about the country, they educate me, but the thing that I need for know, and thing that will be doubt me. Equally so, we say go for use morning coffee, Sierra Leone police for educate people them on this transition we don't embark on for move the Sierra Leone police from force to a service. I like morning coffee. I recommend morning coffee to all man for listen, for educate itself, and for inform itself of what they happen in the country.
You don't listen to Morning Coffee live from SLBC Radio FM 99.9. Now broadcasting house na Freetown. We SLBC regional station them and we partner radio station they all about the country. Radio station they like a Voice of Women Amatujong. Radio station they like a Universal Radio FM 98.9 na Freetown. Tongo Radio 107.5 FM na Tongo Phil, Loa Bambara Chief na Kenema District, Jaluau Community Radio na Shegwema, Voice of Bambara na Pendembu, Radio Jala na Jala University, Radio Bankasoka na Potloko, Radio Bontiko na Bonchabu Island, Radio Kori FM 103.3 na Tayamas 107.1 FM, Voice of Youth na Songo, and Radio Sawa 101.3 FM na Sowa Chief na Konoli Street, Zimi Radio na Makwele Pujong, Radio Wanjama na Pujong, Voice of Kisitongi Radio FM 97.7 na Boedutong, Kailaun District, Solena Agriculture Radio FM 92.7, Boedu na Kailaun, Mogbema Agriculture Radio FM 106.9 na Blama, Small Boat Chiefdom, and Kisibendu Radio na Koindu Kailaun Sef, Daily Morning Coffee.
Welcome back to the program Morning Coffee. We'll take some of the messages and we don't come so far from Facebook page and normal text line as 034100 and 034100 444. This one they come from Tijanem Kaika on Facebook. Is say you talk about how many people apply for the job and you talk about it. They also PV you the one they wouldn't shortlist. I don't know if SLF and a family property. Why the names of the shortlisted dynamic are in public rather than the share and secretly among people then. So I say thank God we all need for on this game with free fear and without any fear. But if the money that they give to the entire staff them now the game, trust me, you go feel you go all that then the embezzle I mean they come from Ndovu boy Nabo City.
Janka again, they say the way how I want to represent the issue or question where the journalist and they ask in our studio, it says like something fishy where they explain about Kalon and Babadi. They say I believe say then they make they remove Kalon as head coach. They say so with an analysis of Gomez, it's how many national league way it all win. And how many countries the way don't promote to World Cup or let them compete now other cup the way they across na Africa and also na Europe.
This other one say this brand at the studio not look like Mohamed Kalon at all. They come from Samuel Bender.
This one again they say the issue we then a salon football really don't they make the game don't they involve. They say this now as a result of selfishness, greed and lack of patriotism. They say if all within they explain happen, if they happen in salon football game, say well the ACC need to investigate them.
This one's a good news for Yeri that the curriculum development to Jala and the ET University for this kind of move. We say trust me, say FBC na one of the oldest universities them, but sometimes if you like say they need to change their curriculum. Say today they get curriculum them from Genesis to Revelation and they use the old stage courses them with some of them not relevant to modern world.
Okay, this one from Mohamed Shaka Kamara he say good morning to una we they watch he say good morning to una he said they watch live from Kenema City and Salon.
Alright, on the Facebook we can't take to the text messages and our text line. This one say thank you to Silvanos Blake for the updates. They come up from Moribajo Dembina Bo. This one say honestly, he said the ACC don't they do so much to make sure say they affect corruption common at the country. This one say the saga of SLFU, NS and the Minister of Sport is the government they give money, say but the money also very small. It says so the one and say for the camp, they also the sacrifice for the institution. This one say Bali almost they pay this new coach. The other one say the old Mohamed Kalon, according to the sports reporter from Star, 12 months. Made them pay him because he work for him. While she sack the possible, make sure so you don't get that in benefit and in gratuity. So for me, the whole sack of Mohamed Kalon na vindictiveness they use against him. This one say some of who they expect much from Babadi Kamara and the executive. I don't think they do well on this Mohamed Kalon issue. Along the way, posterity will judge them. This one say thank you to Pali and the man from Star is about Pali. Not try for defend SLFA them say they not do their homework well. They are more talk too. This one say the Star man they possibly come off from Star Sports. They talk with too much vendetta for saying self get issue the current SLFA because it's not too very much clear. So many messages sent this morning on Sports Our Country Party.
Thank you, Salmata. Accumulated the text messages speak for themselves. They said the voice out there, you are going the way. I want to say thank you to the Texas way or send text. The one way I take was they say shortlisted names why they for PV me. I say I was privy to the 79 names of applicants we apply for the job and even also the shortlisted. The shortlisted names are about to make that clear at the press conference on Friday where they unveil Didier Gomez da Rosa. Now you talk about the 5 names that they round up.
No, but the shortlisted for we don't come out before the unveiling.
No? Along?
Ideally.
Every decision guide.
No, ideally, not to say
okay.
Shortlisted them not do you don't apply for job partly, you know say shortlisted.
Yeah, but all of the way with the shortlist, so they contact them. Yeah, that's true. But this and so to all mark what to all decision they put on public. That's all we know. So if you say well you are shortlisted come for the interview. Then somebody say Babadi and Kalon. I want to say Babadi not get any issues. Mohamed Kalon and Babadi a man with principles. Somebody we believe in transparency and accountability. These things will be done in a proper way because they not meet on principle. So things will fall out. Not for saying that because he campaign or he boycott election or you not support Babadi. No, because Babadi keep and stay into office for good 8 months since he win last year in August. Then one of the 10 minutes say Gomez how many leagues he win. Gomez, I don't know, he coached 10 countries then when a club football. For national team, just 2. You know, they get good record into 2 national team when Mauritania and Botswana. Botswana, he resigned, Mauritania sack him when they go to the AFCON and they appoint him for coach them 3 matches into the league. They will win anyone. So after the AFCON in March 2025, he was got sacked. There also somebody they talk about, say, Amos money they pay him. According to the Football Association, a 2-year contract. Babadi say the man asked for less than what two local coaches they ask for. Less. Mohamed Kalon asked for 15. So that man is I see not how official. But in exact statement that they unveiled on Friday in Bufis Hotel, he say this coach asked for less than what two local coaches they asked for. So one lot of local coaches, but later I see you say they pay him $10,000 for month. So it's a 2-year contract which is $240,000. But officially, for what the FA president talk, he said the man asked for less than what say with local coaches. People against it, people the tweet now saying that 10,000, but from the exact words.
They all in the tweet saying that 25,000.
Yeah, but from that's so clear. I make the quote from I'm a journalist. I make I be guided by my words. I say from official statement from the FA president Babadi Kamara, he said the local, the international coach asked for less than waiting. Our local coaches were asking for. So if Kalon asked for 15, which means he asked for less than 15. I just found it clear. Nigeria they the tweets all kind of figure, but for him, and that is say. Then so when they ask say Saki Mohamed Kalon, well me I can understand the support Mohamed Kalon gets, the kind of people they like all by the social media. There are times to all say the dance by the social media gallery, not in all cases. There are times he has to be dating, be done professionally.
So then concerns they are all not genuine, like just because of likeness?
Yes, I believe so. Now out of love, out of Lekam, a legend, he don't play football, the way they did. But if you watch out, I also the reason why you get picky with Lekam, they perform well in school, is excellent, they can't force, but he's not disciplined, and the color, yes, Congo say no go feel happy. So that demonstration again, and one of makes make something very, very clear. Whatever the football association and they make it clear again, footballers to be guided, and it is the responsibility of the football association to do so. Now then they guide football, and the commission say football should be guided in a proper manner based on international best practice and standard.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, Nabil. There are some of the issues then.
Well, for me, the
first bite we mentioned,
Yeah.
now you react to some of the messages.
Yeah, that's for sure. One thing I want to make the public know, it is not an hidden secret, madam. Pal is my brother, is my colleague, and Pal is working for Babadi Kamara. He's working for the Football Association partially. Now then they wait right now for appointment.
So
It was not.
that?
Yes, I'm
Anything
coming.
wrong with that?
Yes, it was not hidden that he publicly come on media and say me and Babadi are the support. So,
anything wrong with
yes, you can't expect Pali for talk anything genuine here. That's why when they talk, I listen and keenly.
So then see how Pali you do not
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a several test to it. So always what in Pali submit? Common sense. Mohamed Kalon unable to tell on this. Mohamed Kalon this one. It's about the August 2nd election. It is not hidden. The executive say you not vote for we go show you say now we get power. Sack Mohamed Kalon by performance. When you are working in this institution, yes, you get the ethics, you get rules and regulation of the office, but it's about performance. Nobody not perfect. If you listen to it, I say initially, I say Mohamed Kalon not a saint. If Mohamed Kalon get disciplinary issues observed by the executive, you get a disciplinary committee, one of the standing committees in football. Anybody will do anything within football, once you're a stakeholder, they report it to the disciplinary committee. Why the executive not send disciplinary comment? Listen carefully. The vice president one of the Football Association, Mayor Badara, is my friend, is the head of the technical committee. Would I write report? You everything Pali say, the chairman, would I can't take decision? The chairman, how you go write report or you can't take decision? It's part of the ESCOs. He presented the report to the ESCOs. And it was part of those who took the decision. And then are the same people get to believe say, Mohamed Kalon supports me. The performance of Leon Star now, I make me a Yugo Vex. Leon Star is taxpayers' money. If you watch the composition of Leon Star as we speak, you say go no say na fet Mohamed Kalon. Look the composition. John Kista, former head coach, Bo Rangers. Alaji Fore, assistant coach 1, Bo Rangers. Team manager, AKB, Bo Rangers. Team doctor, Bo Rangers. Fizo, Bo Rangers. Goalkeeper coach, Bo Rangers. Na Bo Rangers go play. Pali, we don't agree with me.
Competency, sir.
So it's very simple. So now the normal get the competence. Thank you. So now the normal.
Yeah, you call no.
If you watch into our statistics in our country, we have better people. It's not about Pali today. They support Babadi. You cannot talk against Babadi. I can understand. He's my brother.
I'm also opposing Babadi.
As program does to success and I mean, you go eat cookie or God. I say he's my brother. You know that I'm saying the reality.
Not for you.
But the way how they cook for Fet Mohamed Kalon, it is totally wrong. That's why if you open phone line now, you get 10 call, 9 they tell Pali say what they do, so it is totally wrong.
Because it's loved by the people.
Let assess. It's not about love. Mohamed Kalon is loved by the people, fine. But Mohamed Kalon perform. You listen in submission. He say if not by statistics, yes, Mohamed Kalon did well. So it's not but just because about vendetta, no, Mohamed Kalon not to say.
He said Mohamed Kalon not discipline. You know, any organization.
Yeah.
Your hard work also they tie to how much they also respect authority,
Okay.
decorum, and all
Yeah.
that.
So
what he mentioned saying now, like you know, they work with any other person.
So not to better talk. Aisha, you answer the former president of the Football Association appointed Mohamed Kalon as under 17 coach.
I know.
Daddy Brahma appointed Mohamed Kalon as the star coach. Babarika and say, because let be honest to ourselves, and God will worship, yeah? If Mohamed Kalon be say publicly and support Babadi Kamara, then they sack him. Pali.
So what you say, even with the indiscipline claim, if you Mohamed Kalon
what are these indiscipline?
No, like how Pali they say.
Yes.
Like what they say indiscipline.
Yeah.
So you say even with the indiscipline claim, if Mohamed Kalon will support Babadi, enough for the result to it.
There is nothing indiscipline. Mohamed Kalon is a professional. He plays football. Listen carefully, yeah? At time, the technical committee or the technical team, and then they are the guest players. If Mohamed tell the team, let's assume say Mohamed Kalon tell AKB. Who appointed AKB? I know he's AKB. AKB is one of the best friends of Babadi Kamara. He's a team manager of Bo Rangers. AKB na le for Babadi Kamara. That is the password. If Mohammed say no, I
know there are times no.
AKB go for.
Sama, that's why Alex you're eating.
One text if you don't get you bite. No, if you don't get you bite, I don't make any comment.
You're opposing Babadi.
I'm coming.
No, listen, no, you know there are allegations.
No, listen.
No,
please.
You don't say
Yes, I'm coming.
You're forcing.
Yes, I'm coming. Yes, I'm coming. Yes, as I round up, and please tell Pali say they talk and not talk.
Pali will give
You
you
know to
3
mark it
seconds
up.
for just
Yeah, because
No, it's okay.
Please,
Pali,
me Pali no say no to put all this. This is SBC.
It's okay.
Therefore, maintain decorum. When we dey talk and not talk, it's very simple. Listen carefully. I repeat. AKB served as a team manager of Bo Rangers. When Babadi Kamara took office, his first appointment was the team manager, AKB. Bien Mohamed Kalon. Today, Esak Mohamed Kalon. It is not hidden. AKB makes some comments and part of the report presented by the chairman of the committee that was submitted to the ESCO. Who that need to say the password now? Or that I need to say they talk certain things then? It was a plot, I repeat. It was a plot they set for Mohamed Kalon. They use him because they get power. It's not about pulling Mohamed Kalon now. It's about what we are getting as Sierra Leoneans. For me, I want to see Leon Star qualify. But with this current dispensation, with this current setting of how they are run in the national team, there is no way Leon Star will qualify. There is no way Leon Star will qualify.
So you're not optimistic at all.
Absolutely. It's not, let's say Mohamed is gone. There is life for Mohamed after football. Mohamed is not a pauper. Mohamed is not looking for a job when the money to go. It is well to do. But let's be honest to ourselves. Mohamed is a Sierra Leonean. If Mohamed Kalon get a business performance as what we saw for our team in these 2 games, you go say, okay, well, Mohamed no good. Well, the same Kista. Remember why they say Kista? Salo no good. We don't play good football. Now defense is the same. They come with back. So for me, I think the football association, if you think everybody can make mistake, they will swallow the things. Forget about the personal vendetta. Not to Mohamed Kalon you do.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, few seconds, Pali.
No, me na just few seconds. Thank you. I was so decent. I will continue to be civil decent. Babadi Kamara in administration. Think about the past administration in SLFA. It's going to be the best because I'm always very clean, it's transparent, it's accountable. And I bet somebody the last time said this is going to be the only FA will ever go thank God Blake is sitting there. Or anti-corruption will ever call for say can't go like corruption. Can't go anti-corruption. Because Babadi Kamara ain't going to tell you say you the man what make people hate her. That makes something clear. If you budget the only thing budget na 100 million, government need and they need. Babadi say no, if I don't go try, I don't get 50 million, 100 million. Let government come and say USA will stop and make. People hate her for that. From the NSA angle, there's a lot of things. Somebody will clean. Somebody will not take money, make anything. Now people will take us home.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
But we have time for more.
Thank you so much. Yes, so we make us the round of.
So we don't conclude the Southern Region tour with you, Chiefs, and we continue for ask them for continue for lead the fight against corruption at community level. You know, now we frontline leaders. Now then they who say they organize government structures within at the big towns and district them not available. So they are pseudo governments, so to speak, and then for continue for provide leadership in the fight against corruption, lead them people well. And equally, the concerns where we don't note about circumstances surrounding the throne of chieftaincy, we're not too settling. We will continue to engage dialogue. This is our Sierra Leone. We got to make them better. You know, some event where the president be organized and being to manage. They say one king or prince from Nigeria can they? Yeah. The honor where I see on TV, where they carry, where been bestowed to that man. The man had people, guards by him. You know, anything where the man wants, they were ready to give. This is what we want to say about our chiefs. Paramount chiefs are great. And that institution is very solidly they're part of Sierra Leone. So as we develop, so all these things about West, modernity, the dignity where they deserve, Lord, give them. And then we require them for continue to be accountable.
So I'm going to follow up on some of the issues they want to discuss.
Of course, the one them way like now further engagement, the commission have done begin from most start at Kailan and will continue for engage, remind government. The one when are their own responsibilities like for uphold integrity and transparency in the chiefdoms. We get direct, straightforward communication with them. In all of those chiefdoms, we get contact persons. Then if corruption they happen at any sign of this country, we go know, and people get the
Okay,
responsibility
thank
for
you
it.
so much for the taking about calling. Take your time.
Thank you.
Papa Bossman and Lion Mountain Road.